Okay, so I'm going to start off with telling you about stand-up or standing desk. This is an experiment that we run since probably 2013. If you want to start, I'm going to, where's the clicker? Oh, right there. So right around that time, there was this big buzz about this study that was done that apparently sitting is killing you as much as cigarettes used to kill you. Did I need to talk to this all the time? Should I turn this on? Check, check. That is much better. We'll save this one for questions. Okay. So around this time, we had people that wanted to try standing desks, and you know, a few years before, there was this fad about exercise balls, and people were sitting on exercise balls. That fad came. People sat on it, and then they basically gave up. So we had a whole bunch of balls in the office, and nobody were using them. But it's definitely something that we wanted to pay attention to, because anything that we could improve the environment at work would be something that we wanted to do. So you could hear things like, you know, that sitting is killing you. In fact, the study that was done was quite impressive, or you know, it was something that you definitely don't want to do. They want to try. However, at the same time, there were other studies that were probably quite conflicting. So the American Journal of Preventive Medicine concluded that really there's different studies out there, and it's inconclusive whether sitting for a period of long time, it really kills you. Probably in extremes, when you sit for more than 9 hours a day, it really has an effect. But their studies are inconclusive. In any case, what happens is that it's when you do stuff in extremes, like sitting, for example, for a long time, or even standing, it could be detrimental to your health. So we definitely wanted to try standing desks to see how they work. So we came up with the first design, is our Vendasta 1000. This desk was designed by John Fothergill. And it was used for approximately 3 months before we went into our next design. And it actually worked very well. We still have that ladder somewhere, and yeah, it really did work. So we came up with the second design, Vendasta 2000. And the reason for this design that we actually implemented was, and I went back all the way to the first slide, is because of the cost of this desk. In fact, I can probably let you guys know how to make this desk, because this desk costs currently $20.98 plus taxes. You can make it yourself, and we have the design plans, and this desk is patented right now as Vendasta 2000, and we have probably about 50 of them around the office. So again, you can buy those parts at IKEA, and then make yourself a Vendasta 2000. Now with that, kind of experiment. It's called Veridesk. This is something that we purchased probably about 6 months ago, and we have quite a lot of those things around the office, and actually I have examples of that. This is the Veridesk that we currently use. It's really cool because you can and bring it back down if you really want to sit. So later on after the demo, you guys can come up and sort of see how it works. But it's really cool. It's a spring loaded, so all the computers and monitors, they go up and down really quickly. So you guys can have a look. This is the Vendasta 2000 right here. So it's still in use. It's so you can compare as well and see how you like it. It's a really good starter because, you know, again, you can make one at home quite cheaply and then see if you actually want to use it before buying it. This desk is about $550. I think that's US, plus shipping and handling at another $100. So it goes up there. So this is something that we use quite a bit. I think we currently have about 30 of them in the office, and we're getting more. So anybody who wants to try them, and then we're ordering more, and as they come in, they people get to use them. Jason, can you advance the next one? Okay, there we go. This is desktop without a desk without the top. It's something new from IKEA. It's actually $500, and it's pretty cool. It's electric, so it goes down you can plug it in, and it's electric. So again, it's a standing desk or stand-up desk, which you can use. Pretty cool. Because you don't have to do anything manually. The thing is about this desk that I personally not sure about in the office environment is that it's another thing that you have to plug in. You have a lot of cables already that are running to the computers, to your monitors and everything else. There's another cable that sort of goes into the wall. And pretty much you don't use it that often. It's not like it goes up and down all the time. So, but it works very well, and it's on the budget, because the next desk, which actually I think Dale is using, and we call it Dale's desk. This desk, I think it's probably they go up around what, $2,000, something like that. $1,200. Okay, yeah. So and they go way up, in price. In fact, you can have standing desks with a slow treadmill, and the treadmill is just moves enough so that you can sort of step from one foot to another. But this is where we're going, probably in the near future. So this is not a full screen, but that's a lying desk. Actually, this is a Kickstarter project. This is something that you can move and lay down as you program. I don't know. It's $6,500 desk. So I'm not sure if we're going to bring one in or not. But it's I don't know. Yeah, maybe for testing we'll bring one in. And I'm sure you've seen going around the sleeping desk. I had at least 2 requests to bring sleeping desk to Vendasta. So you open it up and you have there's a TV monitor underneath as well. So yeah, we can call it 24-hour desk. So if you okay. So my talk is not very long. I just wanted to show you the experiments that we are running. And what I wanted to do right now is, because we have this fancy ball, what I wanted to do is I wanted to pass it around the microphone to people at Vendasta that actually been trying this desk. So I was wondering, Jeff, I'm going to start with you. And I was going to ask you if you can tell me your experience, because you've been using it for quite a long time, and then see, how long did it take you to actually, be comfortable with it, and then what's your overall impression? Okay, so, yeah.
Okay. Testing. Okay, guys. So my name's Jeff. When I'm not defeating my enemies in glorious battle, I'm selling software here at Vendasta. So I use what's this down the Vendasta 2000?
1,000.
The 1,000.
No, that's a 2,000.
2,000. So I typically stand pretty much all the time. I've got my workstation here, and I've got my actual my laptop kind of propped up on 2 sets of yoga blocks, so it's a little bit closer. And I find the biggest pro tip I have for using a standing desk is to get a comfort, what do you call it, anti-fatigue mat. That's something you would have seen it in Dale's. Actually, could you break that up to Dale's desk?
Yeah. So again, those anti-fatigue mats, we were experimenting. You can buy those at Home Depot.
Jason, can you back that up a couple slides to Dale's desk? They're
about $10 or $15 a piece, all the way up to $60 a piece when you want the more professional, the real ones. Actually, this is the one from Home Depot that we.
Yeah, so that's kind of the cheap one, which I thought was okay. But the main thing is that as you're getting used to standing at work, you tend to get foot sore, and maybe by noontime you're getting a little sore. But over time, and if you got an anti-fatigue mat, you can kind of do it all day, which is kind of where I'm at. So I like it a lot, and I feel like I'm someone with a bit of nervous energy, and I find is when I'm standing, I'm not as fidgety, and just at the end of the day, I don't feel as so full of nervous energy. So that's my 2 cents, Alan.
Okay.
Back to you.
Cool. Thanks. So I was going to ask Jackie. I don't see her right now. I see Dale. Jackie? Oh. It works. Maybe.
How? Check. Woo, that's cool. So Alan just asked me to talk about my standing desk. When I first got my standing desk, I was sharing an office with Amy, and for those of you who know Amy, she's now on the 3rd floor, but we were in an office together, and Amy is like the coldest person ever. She's always got a heater on. So when I first got my standing desk, for whatever reason, I got really hot. Like, I was just standing, and I'm like, man, is it really hot in here? Like, are you like sweating? And I'm opening the window, and poor Amy's just like shivering and smiling and stuff. So adjusting was, I don't know what it was, and I'm sure you like burn cows and stuff, but has anyone else gotten really hot off their standing desk? Menopause. Okay, thanks. It was menopause.
All right, Jackie. All right. Dale. I asked Dale as well. Is he here? No. Leanne? No? Okay. Okay, here, guy.
I tried the 2000 for a couple of weeks, and I didn't find it helped, so I went back to chairs, and I'm glad it was only $20, not $500.
Right on. Here's Dale. I'm not gonna throw it at you because I don't want to kill the spider. Here. So you know what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, so you guys like admiring my desk here?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think how long ago it was. I think I got this desk like 4 years ago. And 4 years ago, the Vendasta 2000 wasn't available. So at that point, I think what we had a recruiting bonus. And if you hired a friend, you got a bonus. And so anyways, I had recruited a friend and bought this desk instead of that. And I started off sitting about, 6 hours a day and maybe standing at this thing in 2 1-hour chunks. And immediately I kind of felt like this was $1,000 I really didn't need to spend. And then, but I found that I just found my lower back was really tight from sitting all day. And so about over 6 months, I worked up to standing about 6 hours a day. And then for about the past 3 years, I pretty much stand all day because I get enough meetings. I sit for those, and you're sitting in your car and sitting for supper. So works out that for me, it's quite comfortable, actually. And so I found that any back issues I had from sitting down, I don't know if it's 100% the desk, but I give it a lot of credit. So. Yeah, it's much easier to work with a baby. So.